Good morning. Happy July 1st. I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. I saw that a lot of people here locally were actually celebrating the 4th of July already, or Independence Day, I should say, already this weekend. So if you did, I hope you had a safe and fun holiday weekend. All right, I'm going to get into what sold in the last week. Well, really the last think week and a couple days of June because I don't go necessarily. I will usually start like every 7 days. So I went from the 1st to 7th, 8th to 14th, 15th to 21st. But instead of going the 22nd to 28th, I just went ahead and went from the 22nd until the 30th. So essentially the last week and then the weekend. I just didn't really want to do two videos, one being the last weekend of June. But this has been our best performing week of the month, so that is very exciting. We had a very good amount of sales. So I'm going to start by what we sold on eBay. This was a very pleasant surprise. This was a cool Disney, like Mickey Mouse ear pajamas. It was like a one piece. Let me see if I can get that. Kind of see there's like a onesie. I found that hanging in dresses at our local Goodwill. So I paid 580, I think 589. It sold for a full asking price on eBay at $40. The buyer paid shipping, sales tax, so they paid 51.19. After fees and shipping, we end up getting 35.17. Now our average cost of good is $4, so I subtracted 4 from this, so our profit was 31.17. Definitely keep a lookout for Disney, especially if it's something that's like holiday or yeah, like I'd say like holiday or like a big event, like maybe like a wedding, like if it's like bride and groom themed or something. But definitely holidays. Like I said, this was Christmas. It had like gingerbread Disney characters on it or something like that. And it was a plus size XXL, so that was really good as well. All right, we have this little t-shirt. This is just something I got from my oldest, and I don't think I ever ended up putting it on him. You know how it is being a parent. You get lots of cute little things and then you forget, and there I've already outgrown it. So we obviously didn't make much off of this, $1.13 profit. All right, I have these Sonoma copper brown pull-on linen blend shorts. I got these out of the bin at our Goodwill, so I paid $2. We ended up making a profit of $4.54. The Forever 21 men's overalls, I had these in a haul video. They sold at full asking price of $20 plus shipping. We made a profit of $13.58. The Hudson cropped Muse jeans. These were a good size 32. They sold for $25, which I believe might have been full asking price. We made a profit of $16.55. And lastly, the Hot Topic striped dress that was in a haul video. This had the rainbow trim and the little rainbow heart on the sleeve. And I was really excited to get this up here in June for Pride Month, and it sold almost immediately for $25. We profited 15.71. As you can see, our consignor balance has not gone up any in the last like 2 weeks. I have no idea why sales have been so slow at the consignment store we sell at, so that's been kind of disappointing. All right, this is the vintage one-piece bathing suit that was in a recent haul video. Well, I don't know. I guess you could consider it a haul video. It's like an enlisted inventory sort through. I found this in our inventory room across the hall and listed it. It sold pretty quickly. No, oh yeah, not even pretty quickly. This sold like immediately on Mercari. So I listed it on Poshmark. And then this, I believe it was the same day I was doing cross posting, and I was up here cross posting. I posted it to Mercari. I was in the middle of posting it on eBay, and I had to stop. I had to go downstairs and do something. And so I stopped doing that, and I then we left. And as we got in the car, I got an offer on Mercari, and I accepted it. And then I was like, "Oh, I have to go take it off of eBay." And then by the time I got home, I realized I hadn't even finished putting it on eBay. It really sold so fast. So that was really exciting. Normally I would try to get a little bit more out of it just because it is vintage, and because it is a I hate saying 14 is a plus size, but technically it's considered plus size in some places. I know Poshmark considers 14 and up plus size. Um, I guess I'd just say it's a larger size. So because it's a larger size, I would, try to usually get maybe about like 20, $25 for it. But at the same time, this wasn't like a super desirable like pattern or print. I know they have like a lot of times cute leopard pieces in this brand, and 14 again is not on the it's not on the like bigger size of plus size. So I was happy with 19. Also, we just have a few months left of summer, so I just wanted to get this in and out. All right. Then these cute little scalloped shorts sold what I was gonna say, maybe over the weekend, Friday, I think. The buyer messaged me, I think when I was out, and she asked if these had stretch. And what's really nice is when you make sure you cover your butt by putting lots of pictures, like of measurements of the fabric content tags, then it's not just helpful to the buyer, it's helpful to you. So yeah, there are several times when buyers will reach out to me and they'll say, "What's the measurement of the waist? What's the inseam? What's the rise? Does this have stretch? What's the fabric content? Is this cotton or polyester?" And I don't even want to say 10, 9 times out of 10. It's like 10 times out of 10, I have it covered in the pictures. But I understand sometimes buyers are too excited or distracted or busy, whatever, and they don't necessarily look at all the pictures. And of course, that's no fault to you, the seller, but I think instead of getting frustrated, because I used to say, if you would refer to picture 3 out of 5, then you will see the content does show that it has stretch. But I stopped. I stopped getting snarky and I realized, sometimes people miss things. And also, it's a really good opportunity for you to be able to customer service your customers. And so when I had the potential buyer reach out, ask if this had stretch, I didn't have to go to the shorts, pull them out, look up what the SKU number was, first of all, pull them out, figure out what the content was. I was able to go myself into the pictures that are on the listing, see the material content. I saw they were 2% spandex. And so I was able to message or reply to the buyer. And I said, "Good morning. Yes, these actually do have 2% spandex. I hope this helps. Good luck. Have a wonderful day." And that's what I did. And she was excited and she said, "Okay, great, thank you so much." And she bought them. So, yeah, I get the sometimes it's I get the frustration and you kind of sometimes want to just be a little snarky, but I find that doesn't usually help out too much. And I could have lost out on a potential sale. $14 sale, but especially on Mercari, $14, you get the whole $14. All right. Then we'll go over to Poshmark. Let me see if I start this way. All right. We'll go to Poshmark. So on Poshmark, we sold on the 22nd a pair of Page men's skinny slim jeans. These sold for $25. I think I had them for like 28 and they sent me a $25 offer. I said, "Yes, sir." Uh, I think you might could have used to maybe have gotten a little bit more for Paige men's jeans. I know one of the YouTube sellers I follow, she doesn't get Paige in women's, but she does in men's because she says they do really well. And sometimes $25 to people is really well. Um, I'm happy with it. And, it's nice because on Poshmark you always know, oh, obviously all the selling platforms will do the same percentage usually all the time, but it's kind of nice. I always know if something sells for 25, I always know that $5 will be taken out. It's always 5, and so then we'll get 20 for it. Um, Something that really surprised me talking about the what is it? The consigner consignment store we sell at is that we had a pair of Page women's jeans, and they have not sold. They didn't sell for us. Okay, I don't even know where I left off. I just had to go handle mom stuff. All right, so the Page jeans profited 16. Does work better going left to right. Okay. These torrid skinny jeans in size 24, or excuse me, in size 20. This was something that it was like a liker sent me an offer for $24 from, I don't remember what it was priced at originally, maybe like 28. I accepted, profited 15.20. These Lucky Brand jeans, I was kind of hoping to get a little more for them just because I don't tend to find Lucky Brand in this big of a plus size. This was a 22W. They were raw hem, so they were pretty, like more of a modern style, more recent style. However, they were cropped, so I guess this I should be okay with 20 just because they were like kind of a less substantial piece. I ended up profiting $12. This Ralph Lauren men's polo shirt, I think this might have been in one of my unlisted inventory haul videos. It sold for 15. So after fees, we profited $8. Cut from the cloth jeans. I think this was actually a pair of jeans that I had relisted recently. They're a size 4, so they are smaller, but they sold for $21. This was the Pioneer Woman shower curtain that I had in my hard goods video where I was saying how I didn't want to list hard goods, but this was so surprisingly easy to list. I kind of wish I had picked up a few more of these when I got them for $3 on Walmart's clearance, but it sold for 15. That was an offer that the watcher sent to me and I accepted it. I think I originally might have had it listed for 20. They sent me an offer for 15. I ended up getting $12 out of it. And because I paid 3, I was super happy with that. I didn't have to do any measurements or anything. I took a picture of the package front and back, and I put, I think, the one, maybe 2 pictures from the Walmart website listing, and I sold it for $15. Couldn't have been easier. This torrid top was from my unlisted inventory room, and I had this in a recent haul video. I had this listed for $20, and the buyer sent me an offer for 15, so I accepted. Profit of $8. These Old Navy maternity shorts sold for full price. That was super surprising. I had them listed for 25. They paid the full asking price of $25. These were just a pair of Old Navy shorts that my mom bought me when I was pregnant with my second baby, and I never wore them. I think I mentioned in the recent video where I found these that a lot of stores don't do maternity in store anymore. So it's rare for people to be able to find maternity clothes locally nowadays. Even Walmart has a super small selection. I know I found some at Target when I was pregnant with my first, but selections can just be really slim for people. So a lot of people end up going to towards like online shopping, especially places like Poshmark and eBay or Mercari. So these sold for $25. Again, that $5 fee taken off. So $20 minus a $4 cost of good means 16 bucks. And this is another case where you see like how I say sometimes we bought a dress for 5, but our cost of goods is 4. And that's because these were gifted to me. I did not pay for them. So that $0 gets averaged in with some of the other items I might pay up a little bit more for. And then the averages to where our cost of goods is $4. Is Grey's Anatomy scrub top. This is not something I would pick up. We've bought 2 of these before. Uh, we picked this up probably about a year and a half ago. My husband he did some comps one day when we were in Goodwill looking at, and we were in the top section, and he saw the Grey's Anatomy. He looked it up, and the comps were like maybe $15-$20 at the time. He got excited because our tops are like $3, and so he picked 2 up. One of them sold that first year. This, like I said, has been about a year and a half. And as you see, it only sold for $10. So Not really something I'd pick up again. But it is what it is. Still profit, right? And the last thing, this pair of Lucky Brand men's 221 straight jeans. These were a waist size 38, so good size, and they did sell for $23. I was hoping to get a little bit more, kind of like with those Paige jeans, but I'm just happy they sold. All right, so our total profit for that last week of June, again, remember it's a week and a weekend, but the last week of June was on Mercari $25. Um, the second week of June we sold the most on Mercari, but I'm happy with $25, especially since we just sold the two items. Pretty good profit off of two items. eBay, our total profit was $81.68, and that was our highest profiting week on eBay. And on Poshmark, we sold $113.45, and that was our second highest profiting week on Poshmark for the month of June. So again, 25 profit on Mercari, 81.68 on eBay, 113.45 on Poshmark means that we made in the last week of June $220.13 profit. I was very excited. That is our highest grossing week in profit, and that leads our total for June. Our entire month of June, our profit was $718.21. So we're just like $82 off from that $800 goal. I was super, super, super stoked. I think that's a really good sales month considering summer slowdown. So going in for July, I'm going to keep that as our new goal for $700. Let's see what I can remember what May was. It's a good thing of having it all written down. May, is that our total for May? May, we made $752. And then this month, $718. So I'm going to make our goal 7 to 750 for next month. Next month is super summer. It's July, so it might be closer to 700. We'll see. But 7 to 750. Let me go ahead and mark that at the top of my next page as being our goal. You know that you're a mom when all of your pages have random crayon scribbles. You can't use it. Okay. 7, what is this, July? 7 to 750 is the goal. Which is awesome. I'm happy with that. That's living super comfortably for us. Able to pay all our bills and get some extras. Like I know I've heard before from people they'll say like when I used to make 1,000 a month profit, some people would say, okay, well, between that and the little bit of other work that you do, that's not a ton, right? Like, how do you pay your bills? As I've mentioned before, we live super below our means when possible. We're lucky to have a lot of help from outside sources, and we aren't trying to make some huge payments here, buy extravagant stuff with the money that we make. But think about it. If you had an extra 700 to $1,000 every month, there's probably a lot you could do with it. That allowed me to have a super cute little party for my son on Saturday and buy all of his stuff. And then being a reseller, I'm also going to take all the stuff that I bought for his party and we're going to try reselling it. So it's not like I'm trying to tell you here that you can make millions of dollars and become some billionaire by reselling little things, part-time. But again, this is part-time for this weekend. I didn't even list anything because I was focused on my son's party and spending time with my family. I didn't list anything, but I was still making money. So that's what the purpose of me trying to make this channel is just to show you that if you do want that extra little bit of maybe it's just 500, maybe you could get up to 2,000 every month, then, just do what we're doing and it'll happen. All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I know it's been a while since I was able to get a video put out, but I'm hoping you enjoyed and hopefully found something worthwhile. I hope y'all have a great week, and I will try posting again before next weekend. All right, bye guys.